Would you really? I asked yourself, would you really want a man with kids?
Linda, here's the deal, and I say this respectfully so. You're describing a person who you are. You are a person with two kids, so you wouldn't date yourself.
I mean, I would date a man with, but I would prefer a man with no kids. Like I would prefer a man with no kids who would accept mine.
Guys, this is what we're dealing with. Thanks again for tuning in. It's J-Pop TV, and this is a reaction from More to Life YouTube channel. And yeah, let's get with it.
Yeah, I mean, really, what is there to do, right? And Kendra G fully understands. You're saying Kendra G said, so you're saying you wouldn't date yourself? Asking ordinary person, and nothing's fine today. Everything changes. Men say,
How old are your kids?
19, 14, and 2.
How old are you, Nisha?
I'll be 40 next month.
Okay. Do your kids have the same father?
3 fathers.
What's the deal breakers?
Deal breakers are multiple baby mothers, more than 2, 3 kids.
you can't make this
It's
You were a man with your resume, you wouldn't date yourself. So, but you want a man to date you.
absolutely.
Yo, did she really just say that? Like, you have 3 kids, 3 baby daddies, but you don't want to date nobody who had the same situation as you? Listen, today's society, man, is crazy.
Does she look a certain way?
Well, I work out. I'm
You do
not
what?
super fit. I work out. I'm not physically super 100%, like in that that super chiseled frame, but I really don't want something that's super, super heavy. I just don't like super heavy because I can't lift you up. If I can't lift you up, I'm not really making your day.
I understand. Girls like big guys. It's different.
Yeah, Kendra, I don't want something I can't lift up.
It's different. It is.
I mean, for real. I'm cheating them out of a good time. At least be about 175 or lower. And then we could have.
No, I gotta say something to this. With girls, people want somebody. You know what?
Is that too much to ask for?
So weigh as much as one of your arms.
No, I mean, 175 isn't really. That's not too big. Let's do the Kendra cam.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Christy, what you doing, girl? Sit up, girlfriend.
I'm disabled, so sitting up is impossible, Kendra G.
Okay, well, I apologize. If you cannot,
It's not impossible, but there is some sort of disabilities that don't make you get up.
we got Christy Houston, 40 Aries, disabled, no kids, never married. What
Yeah,
kind of man you looking for, girl?
this is Chris Brown.
Say again.
Chris Brown.
Someone call a search party because these TikToks are lost in Delulu land.
Chris Brown for what?
That's the man I'm looking for.
To play his music.
We all know it's just a confidence saying this is because of her situation. So most people are going to treat her a certain type of way. So she could say these outlandish stuff because, yeah, nobody going to tell her that she is talking crap.
Is it?
Girl, is that why I'm on this dating show? Chris Brown.
You're calling me because you want to date Chris Brown?
I don't want to date,
Huh?
but we can date if that's what he want. But he in jail right now, so I'm on here. I'm protesting. I want Chris Brown. I watched your show for years. My sister peddled your show,
It's
and
too
I
far.
watched it, and I thought really hard on
Kendra
your
G said,
question.
"What?
I want Chris Brown.
What do you want to do with Chris Brown?
Date him, kiss all on him, talk, have nice conversations with him, explore him, and everything.
Girl, can walk. We can
So,
explore.
if Chris Brown is not an option in real life, are you okay with never having anybody else?
If Chris Brown isn't an option in my life, will I date any other man in the world? They gotta prove to me they better than Chris Brown. Prove to me, because that's how valuable I am as a person. If I choose Chris Brown and you think you better than him, prove it to me. Prove me you better
You can't get up. What I'm trying to prove to you, or prove to me you're better than Chris Brown. You can't get up.
Hold up.
than Chris Brown. And I may consider you.
My question is, are you on drugs? Like,
No,
have they prescribed drugs to you that are like painkillers that I don't know might make you hallucinate at times?
okay, so the only man I want is Chris Brown, right? But you're asking me, do I want to waste my life on a desire for a man that I may not get?
No. You're not gonna get. It's not a may. Chris Brown becoming your boyfriend absolutely will not happen in this lifetime.
It won't
I like how since Kendra G starting to deal with more of these females, like she's becoming more and more red pill, so to say. I like that.
happen absolutely in his lifetime.
Absolutely, I would bet
Absolutely
my
not.
life on that.
You would
And
bet
I'm
your
just,
life on him.
yeah.
Okay, if Chris Brown cannot be the man I pick cannot be the man I desire, and I desire a relationship, and will I waste my time chasing Chris Brown? No, but I would like Chris Brown to tell me he can't be my boyfriend. I don't want to hear it for Kendra G.
She was serious. Man.
Me and my man's engagement when he gets home, all over his girl best friend that he decided to choose over me. Now, I want to start this off by saying I have never felt threatened by this girl, jealous of this girl, and I never felt that their relationship would affect our relationship up until recently. Now, they've been best friends since middle school, high school, whatever, I don't know. And recently she got broken up with, so she decided to move back here, which is her home, her hometown. So she moved back home. And at first, I'm super nice. I understand what it's like to go through a breakup. We've all been there before. That sucks. So, let's have some girl time. And then we all hang out. I invite her over for dinner. We all go out and get drinks, things like that. And everything's super cool for a little bit. And then it got a little weird. Homegirl would just overstay her welcome. She never wanted to leave and go back home. She would literally ask can I stay, and so she would stay downstairs on the couch sometimes because I guess she didn't want to go back home to her parents or wherever she was staying. I don't know. And then it was the constant texts and constant calls to my man every single day, and some of them were calls at 2 a.m. We're not doing that. Where my breaking point kind of was when we would be having intimate time and she would be blowing up his freaking phone. And she would call back to back to back, and his phone would be across the room. So we would have to literally stop for him to go end that call, put his phone on silent. You're getting in between me and my man physically now. Now we have a problem. So I told him, I was like, dude, you need to go set some boundaries with her. We're getting married in 2 months. This is getting weird. I'm getting uncomfortable. I've been as nice as I possibly can, but I'm kind of at a breaking point now. So the next day we had a date night scheduled. He told me that right before he left work, that he texted her and set some boundaries. I just trust my man, right? I'm I don't need to know what he said. I trust him, whatever, cool. So we go on our date night. Everything's great. We go to dinner. We're on the way home and we pop some spicy cubes. That's our normal nighttime date night thing. And when we pull up to the house, guess who's sitting there, literally on our front porch, waiting for us to get home? You guessed it. His bestie.
And the girl was waiting for her man to get home. You're playing. Yeah, I like that.
And I'm losing my shit at this point. I'm sitting in this car oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be so good. What could she possibly have to say? And she looked pissed. She looked mad. So I let my man, I was like, you know what? You go handle this. I'm going to sit right here because I am trying to hold myself back. You go handle this before I do, essentially. So he gets out the car and I just watch them talk, and she looks like she's having an attitude with him, and then they just hug. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This is wild. She drives away and we walk inside the house, and at that freaking point, I'm done. I don't care. My buzz is gone. Yes, I was looking forward to get my back blown out that night. I just didn't care anymore. I'm so irritated. What is going on? This girl is really becoming a problem. So I went upstairs and I told him, I said, listen, I don't need to know what that conversation was about. I don't care. Obviously, she's an emotional wreck, weird state right now. I don't care. But you're going to have to tell her that she's going to leave you alone. Like, you're blocking her. We will figure this out maybe after the wedding, but I'm not going to have this situation happen before. I don't need any negative energy, or I can tell something weird is going on. I just need you to block her. We're done. And he was like, okay. I literally watched this man block her number, right? So we're all good. So then a few days later, we are sitting.
Quick, like, for me, I don't agree no guy blocking his female best friend for his girlfriend because, man, let's use common sense. Most of the times, our girlfriends ain't gonna be there forever. Your female best friend, especially one from what, high school, let's say they're 25, that's a couple of years, that's at least 8 years where I'm from. Man, I'm not blocking my female best friend for a girlfriend who gonna leave me what next year, this year, next 3 years, and I already had a good relationship with you. But I understand still the boundaries that she wanted him to set. But I don't advise guys to block the female best friend. I don't advise that.
On the couch watching TV, and I feel a buzz, not my phone. Look at my man's phone, and I see her name pop up. I said, oh, okay. Yeah, this is done. And what's even more is I went through their text messages that night, and she was basically saying, it's really sad that you and your girlfriend, like the disrespect, have to take spicy cubes to spice up your relationship. You deserve better. Like, you can do way better than her. And then proceeds to tell him that she's been in love with him since like the 9th grade. Like, I don't care if I'm being a bitch. Call me a bitch. I'm done. I gave him the chance to end that relationship, and he didn't. So he literally chose her over me, and that is okay. That is okay. That is everything. I'm just glad we didn't get married first. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am glad that the universe was like, let's have this happen before the marriage, because I would have beat a bitch up. Like, what are we doing? This is insane. So he's going to be home in 20 minutes, and that is going to be a really rough news break for him. Unless, you know, they just end up getting together and they live together happily for the rest of their lives.
You're just giving her your man. What are you doing? You're giving her your man.
I agree on that. Like, she just gave. I think she gave it up easy. 'Cause we don't know how long she was going to this, but yeah, you just gave her your man. You just gave his best friend the victory that she wanted.
I mean,
Not know that me giving my preference would be this impactful. I've had kings hit me up and say thank you for giving them a new perspective, where now they no longer want to date women with kids, but they want to find a woman with no kids and have their own children and build their family. I had a king today hit me up in my DMs, and he said, bro, after watching your video, I have called off my engagement because I realized that I wanted to build my own family. So I guess the girl that he was engaged to, she had kids. He called.
That's cold. That's cold. I don't wrong the guy for his decision, but that's cold. You already knew she had kids and you were down to marry her. Now that you watch a video, you call off engagement. That's cold.
Off the engagement. So to all the people that I've inspired, I didn't think it was gonna do all this. Like, I did not think it was gonna do all this. So, wow, wow.
That is weird as hell. That man never loved that woman anyways. Not only did that man build a relationship with that woman, but he also built one with her kids. Hence the reason that they were engaged and she accepted the ring from him. The fact that he went as far as getting engaged to her, but all it took was for him to hear your preference for him to change his mind. That man did not want that woman. He was going to force himself to marry her. And I'm not surprised, because a lot of men do that. They'll just settle for what they have in that moment. I mean, roll the film and say cut, because a lot of these men are some good ass actors. I even seen a post of a man saying that once he finally gets enough money, he's finally going to go after his preference and leave whatever woman that he's just dealing with in that moment. And you want to know something? It just further proves that men have disingenuous relationships with women. And the fact that that first man called him a king for not only abandoning that woman, but also abandoning those kids. Even though those kids were not his, he made the choice to be in their lives and that woman's life. Now, if you just don't
Man, fuck them kids. I need to go like, fuck them kids.
prefer to be with somebody with kids, that's fine. But you need to establish that before you start seriously dating people. But if that's all it took for him to break off that engagement with that woman, he didn't want to be with her anyways. But alright.
And just dating black men, like, I'm over it. Like, black men just can't get my time no more. I've been dating black men my whole life, and honestly, it has gotten me
I bet you she has kids by a black man now that she's ready to finish dating black men.
absolutely nowhere but fuck. Like, it is just BS. I'm so over it, y'all. I started dating an Asian man out of nowhere. I literally was dating an Asian man for a whole week. We went on dates straight. Pretty gentleman, just everything. Older, established. Like, these black men be on the internet flexing like they got it so good. They got it. They swear they got it. The moment you ask them for some money, it's a problem. It's that. Like, why are you out here flexing? But you can't even give me $1,500 off the rip when I ask you. Oh, babe, can I have $1,500? Oh, it's excuse. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna send it soon. Oh, yeah, I got you. Never sends it. Then, oh, something came up and blah, blah, blah. Like, what?
We know Flappers.
I can't ask you for $1,500. Babe, my 2 car seats in the back together are over $1,000. I can't ask you for $1,500. What am I gonna do with you?
That's not cheap.
Pass me the CEOs. Pass me the men who want to have a wife and children and a home. Like, not all this flexing in the club every weekend. Not all this BS. I'm so good. I'm so over it. Like, please keep it there. Stop approaching me. Thank you.
Some kind of fetish with street dudes because we mistake them as being more masculine. I really wish that women would stop putting street dudes on a pedestal. And I mean, you see how Glorilla's song, she was talking about the type of dude that she wanted, and that's cool because she's selling you an illusion. And don't get me wrong, I love that song. I like Glorilla. But she's romanticizing and sexualizing the type of guy that you keep saying that you don't want.
This has always been a significant problem, in particular in the black community, because the street dude is so romanticized that they're almost at the top of the list above like a college graduate.
They're not almost at the top of the list. They are at the top of the list.
And I think a lot of why this is sort of conditioned into black women is because they're single mothers, dated 3 or 4 hood dudes. So you see your mother dating 3 or 4 hood dudes, you kind of get used to it, or at least it's normalized to you, like this is supposed to be the way it is. This is why you even see women with college degrees who are claiming they want a guy with a degree and you know, all of this sort of culture sort of guy, and then they'll at the end say with a little edge. You get what I'm saying? It's always still added in there, and it's to the downfall of the same group that likes it, which is predominantly black women. And this is what a lot of regular guys say they get passed over for, the quote unquote bad guy. It's like you want the good guy qualities wrapped in a bad guy package, which is just like a unicorn that does not exist.
So guys, basically, they want the bad guy to treat them as a special one, and then he's the bad guy to the rest of the world. But this is all for today's video. There's more to this video. You check out More to Life YouTube channel. I'm gonna leave the link down in the description. Guys, like and comment what you guys think about this video. And yeah, peace. J is out.